Not having constant water supply for residents remains a thorny issue for the Masilonyana local municipality. The elderly is in distress due to such unbearable circumstances. 89-year-old Albertus van Jaarsveld has forgotten when last he enjoyed drinking clean water from his tap. Although he's being assisted for cleansing himself, he's unable to use a bathtub due to constantly not having water. Adapting to his new reality has caused van Jaarsveld misery. He needs to be constantly taken care of due to his frail body. However, every other morning he gets anxious over his constantly dry tap.
I think it's unfair. It's very unfair to elderly people. Now, forget the elderly people I'm so dear mekaar because of this. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. It's awful.
There are 3 water pump stations that are currently serving residents with water supply. However, the lack of infrastructure maintenance is one of the main reasons these residents have been without water for a month. On what they label as a normal week, residents are subjected to living without water for at least 3 days in a week. Not everyone can reach the water tanker as it is stationed at one spot.
Firstly, I must care of my mother. Sometimes she doesn't have control of her special needs. I must wash her. There's no water. I feel the government is taking out my human rights as a human to have proper water every day.
Nako ye nngwe e tla be tlile jojo eo ha etla e tla be inkua e fitla e beiwa kae zone e itseng ha le lebeletse hore e tlo fitla ka ho lona e fitiswe e iswe pelenyana le lelekise le mathe jalo ka bekeng e fitileng re ne re matha jalo ka batho sa nkeng hantle e lo emamane re mathe ka dikiri ka dintho re mo re loga ha re fitla mo ya thinya ya tsama ya tlase re mathe re lelekisa re fitla mo ra khutliswa o thule makae ha re fitla re ema mo e tsama yo thwe re qale kwanana na e khutlela tla lona e tla be sa le re fotse re fumane metsi.
Every day, anytime from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until 6:15 the next morning, you will not have water. It's not a now thing, it's an ongoing thing where there's no reason why it has been happening. It takes your human dignity away, it also takes our human rights away, that because it stipulates clearly that all of us are entitled to a healthy, clean environment.
The Free State government is pushing for the province to be water secure, disclosing that there are funds available through the Municipal Infrastructure Grant and Regional Bulk Infrastructure Grant.
The problem is not money. It does not mean that money is in abundance, but in this instance, government has prioritized availability of funds to ensure that these municipalities are properly catered for, so that people do not struggle with water supply. So there will be infrastructure issues, aging infrastructure, leakage of water, etc.
The Human Rights Commission believes there hasn't been enough monitoring on what needs to be done, emphasizing that infrastructure challenges need to be thoroughly attended to.
There is understanding that to address these issues, you need resources as government, but then you need to manage your resources properly. When we hear instances where resources, little as they may be, when they are not being managed properly, we get worried as Human Rights Commission, because we do have understanding that there may not be capacity at a certain period of time, but there must be plans over a period of time to address these issues.
As the country is still commemorating Human Rights Month, the elderly is finding it hard to cope without having access to water supply. They are pleading with government to come up with feasible plans that will address the water crisis, crippling most, if not all, municipalities across the province. Refilo Mekwa, SABC News, Winnie Mandela.